Hello, Intermediate Swing Session 4 students. This is your week 1 review. Alright, this week we went over doing your side step basic with turns, okay? So the first turn we did was an outside turn for the follows, and it went like this. We started with a regular basic, 1, 3, 5, 7, and then we did our side step, 1, 3, 5, 7. Our next time we got to 3, we lifted the follow's arm, so we went a 1 and 3. Okay, we lift her arm and she starts to go around on 5 and 7. She goes 5, 7. Okay, we pick her back up and we continue 1, 3, and 5, 7. Okay, so from here to a basic 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay, we hit our 1 and then go to the side 3, 5, 7. Our next 3 we lift the arm, a 1, 3. She turns on 5, 7, we pick her back up, and 1, 3, and 5, 7. Okay, so this goes all together, 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, lift the arm, 5, 7, catch, 1, 3, and 5, 7. Okay, when the falls are turning, follows, you're here on your 1, you do your 3, okay? When he starts to turn, he lifts the arm, you do hit, step, and touch, step, okay? So you're hitting there, and then you're stepping here. Hit, step, 5, 7, okay? We can also do this with a leads right turn, okay? So if we do the same movement, but this time we go a 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, lift her arm, 5. Now present our arm just before we get, actually around the 5 to the 7, but before we get to the 7, right? We lift our arm here and present it. She'll put her hand in our hand and then we go, okay? So we go 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, lift her arm, 5, 7, 1, 3, and we just grab her hand again for 5, 7. Okay? Now when we pick her back up here, it's kind of interesting because we're not in close now like we do our side step basic. We're actually in open all of a sudden. So normally what I do is I kind of drop this hand once this hand's getting close or has already connected. So either close to connecting or almost connected, I drop this hand and then I try to regain the closed position. Right after we go out here, I come back in and connect, okay? So let me show that from the side here. We go 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, and 5, 7, okay? And then you connect back up right there on that 7. So leads our footwork there as we're going, okay? We're headed out this direction here, so we're 1, 3, we lifted our arm for her, 5, we lift our arm, 7, okay, we step on 7. Now we do a hit and step, the exact same one the follows did. Hit and step, okay? Same feet the follows use for their hit and step. Okay, so that's 1 and 3. We pick her back up after we finish our next 5, 7. 5 and 7, pick her up, okay? That whole thing together looks like this. It goes 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, lift the arm, 5, 7, 1, and 3, pick her up, and 7, there we go, okay? All right, then we had the follows inside turn, and on this one we lift the follows arm on count 7, all right? And we'll do her inside turn. So from the side step basic, start back, 1, 3, 5, we can go right into this on our first basic. So right here on this 7, I'm going to lift this arm up through to the other side, and I go 7 right there, okay? So it's 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, and 3, okay? Then I pick her back up. I'm actually picking her back up on her back around 1 and. Count 1 and. Alright? So it goes, let's show it from this side for the fowl's perspective. 1, right? We go 1, 3, and actually there I'm starting in the regular basic on that one. I'm not starting back here. That's what Bijal got confused about. So I'm just starting on the regular basic here, guys, okay? So it's 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay, now she's going to do hit and step, and when she's doing hit and step, I'm going to pick her up on that one end. So hit and step, okay, and we just hit 5, 7. All right, watch that together. I'll do it with the regular basic. 1, 3, 5, 7, 1 and 3, 5, 7, 1 and 3, 5, 7. Okay? All right. Now I can also do this move with the leads doing their left turn. All right. So this time when we do it, she goes out this direction here, and when she finishes her turn, I'm going to go under my left arm just like I do my leads left turn in Jitterbug. Okay. So we go here. We go 1, 3, 5, 7, a 1 to the side, 5, there's your turn, a 1 and 3, 5 and 7, 1, 3 and 5, 7, okay? So to break down their leads, when we throw up this arm here, see she just went through, she did, 1 and 3, okay? So now she's here and we're going to go 5 and 7, okay? In the middle of this, I still kind of pick her up usually. You don't really have to, but it is nice just for solidarity's sake to pick her up a little bit. So we go a 1, 3, 5, 7, a 1 and 3. You see my hands there on her back as I'm getting ready to go on 5, 7. Okay? So I pick her up and then I quickly let go of her again for that. All right? Okay. So the last thing we covered for this week was your footwork style. I'll have Bijal step off to the side for a second. Okay, we were doing circles and sweeps. Okay, so we're doing our basic here. We go 1, 3, 5, 7. We do 1 and 3. We do sweep, sweep here in the front. Okay, step, and then we do circle in the back. Okay, so we do a sweep in the front and step. We do circle in the back and step. So it goes 1, 3, 5, 7, a 1, here's the sweep, sweep, and 7, and 1, 3, and I get the counts kind of screwed up, but let me just do that here with the counts. 1, 3, 5, 7, 1 and 3, 5 and 7, and 1 and 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, and 5, 7. Okay? You can do this with your footwork still swiveling, or you can do it without the swivels, okay? So you can do it without the swivels here. Ha, hoo, ha, hoo, ha, hoo, ha. Or you can do it with the swivels. Hoo, ha, hoo, ha, hoo, ha, and hoo, ha. All right? Either way. When you're doing this with your partner's going to be basically beside you when you get into this. So when you do your sweeps forward, make sure you start really far to the side here so that you don't bring it quite so far over to kick your partner. All right, so you want to keep it kind of over here and not go so wide on it. When you do it in solo Charleston, go as wide as you like. But with a partner, try to keep rein on it. All right? Then over here, you can just pull it back and around. And it'll be fine, okay? Just pull it back and around. All right, Bijal. So where this starts in, leads are going to set up for the count 1 by turning their follow and breaking frame basically. So if we're here normally in our frame, we want to get to here, okay? So she's engaging this arm enough that she doesn't just collapse into my arm, okay? So she's going to just press into my hand a bit here just to keep that solid, right? But she's going to allow me to tweak the frame. You see that? Alright, so we start over here, let's see it right to there. We start in front of each other and we get beside each other with just a quarter turn. Alright, so that happens to the 1, so we go a 1, 3, 5, 7, and 1. Okay, so I start from my 7 into my 8 and I'm there by 1. Alright, so watch it. 1, 3, 5, 7, and 1. Okay? So we hit this one, and now we can start into that styling. Just because we're here doesn't mean we have to do the styling, but this is where we want to be when we do the styling, because we don't want our partner in front of us when we're doing these kicks. All right? So we go a 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, and 5, 7. Okay? All right. Now to get out of this, leads are just going to step back in front of their follow on count 7. So if I show that from here, if we're doing the styling, we're going, a 1, 3, 5, 7. And I just purposely step right back there in front of her, okay? She notices and sees that I've done that. The frame has changed once again, and we're right in front of her for the 1, 5, 7, okay? So watch that, right here, 1, ready? Let's just do the basic footwork since we're starting in right there, Bijal. A 1, 3, 5, 7. Step in front of her. 1, 3, and 5, 7. Here's the whole thing real quick. Let's see, I'll start from here. Okay? So we go a 1, 3, 5, 7, and a 1, 3 with the footwork. 7, a 1, 3, 5, 7, and a 1, 3, 5, 7, and a 1, and 3, 5, 7. Okay? All right, enjoy. We'll see you next week.